CBC News has learned the National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations is under investigation over allegations of bullying and harassment. RoseAnne Archibald made history last year as the first woman elected into the role after spending 3 years as the AFN's Ontario Regional Chief. Olivia Stefanovich joins us with this late-breaking story. Olivia, what do we know about these allegations?
Well, Adrienne, we know 4 staff members filed complaints through the AFN's whistleblower policy, and that was designed after Archibald faced another bullying and harassment investigation from her time as Ontario Regional Chief. The AFN says it's enough to prompt an external investigation. Sources who have direct knowledge of how the National Chief's office works says the problem started shortly after Archibald arrived. They allege staff complained about her yelling at staff, reducing them to tears over criticism that their work is failing their people, a comment that stings in an organization that advocates for the rights of First Nations. The sources also allege the National Chief asked some staff to share their childhood trauma with her through a traditional Hawaiian cultural practice that she held weekly. And some staff came away from that experience saying they felt re-traumatized. And Adrienne, we're not naming any of the sources because they fear reprisal.
But what has Archibald said about these allegations?
Well, Archibald says the allegations against her are driven by ulterior motives. She says the 4 staff members who filed complaints against her requested contract payouts totaling $1 million. And she says this is retaliation because she would not sign off on that money. Archibald says she welcomes the investigation and is calling for an even deeper probe into the AFN through a forensic audit and an independent inquiry dating back 8 years. Archibald released her statement on social media after CBC News contacted her lawyer about the investigation. He couldn't confirm the details of the specific allegations against her, but Adrienne, he says the external investigation will reveal more information.
All right, Olivia Stefanovich in Ottawa, thank you.
You're welcome.